gear room waits above the sea. A brass lamp burns beside the iron stairs. The tower walls hold salt, oil, and old cold. Nothing needs to be started now. Below the lamp, the floor keeps a dark shine. A chain hangs beside the central shaft. No hand reaches for it. Near the door, a rack of storm coats stands by a tin locker. The sleeves hang heavy in the still air. No shoulder enters them. A rubber bucket sits under the wall peg. Its rim takes a faint line from the lamp. No water shows inside. At the center of the room, the main shaft rises through the gears. Teeth meet teeth in quiet circles of iron and brass. Nothing turns there. A wide flywheel waits beside the housing. Its rim shows old polish at the edge. No motion travels through it tonight. Along the inner wall, shelves hold oil cans, folded cloths, and boxed bulbs. Labels face outward under a skin of dust. No can tips there. A wrench lies across a shallow tray by the lower shelf. Its steel catches light, then lets it go again. Up the first flight, narrow steps climb toward the lantern chamber. Their treads keep worn silver at the center. No boot crosses them. A handrail follows the curve of the wall in black iron. Cold sits on the metal. No palm takes it in. Beyond the small west pane, the cliff falls into black water. Foam shows once at the rocks below, then nothing but dark again. Farther out, one buoy blinks beyond the reef. The light comes back at patient intervals. No second beacon answers it. At the tool bench, a maintenance log lies open beside a square pencil. Dates fill the page in neat, upright lines. No new mark is added. A pocket watch rests near the margin on its chain. Its face stays pale under the lamp. No one checks the hour. From above, the lantern lens throws a slow red wash through the stairwell glass. Not bright, not gone either. It slides once across the far wall, then leaves the stone to shadow again. The room takes back its stillness. Near the shaft base, two grease cups sit below a brass plate. Their caps remain screwed tight. No cloth wipes them. The plate shows the maker's name and a year in small cut letters. Salt has dulled the lower half. Nothing clears it now. On the east wall, a chart of shoals hangs under cloudy glass. Soundings and warning marks cross the paper in red and blue. No finger follows them. A pin holds one corner where the frame has loosened. The pin stays put. The paper does not slip. At the window ledge, a chipped mug waits beside a box of matches. The handle faces the sea. No steam rises there. A crust of white salt sits near the sill joint. The line stays thin. No cloth passes over it tonight. Below the ceiling, cable runs curve around the tower in metal brackets. Each bend throws a small shadow against the lime wash. Nothing hums through the line. At the nearest bracket, an old tag reads East Arc Light. The ink has faded toward brown. No fresh label hangs beside it. stair, one soft knock comes through the tower. Not a call, not a door. It might be the sea under the rock. It might be the tower settling. The gear room gives no answer. At the second shelf, spare glass panels stand in padded slots. Their edges hold a dull green tint in the lamplight. No panel is lifted. A roll of warning cloth hangs beside them in a tight red loop. Its fold keeps one hard crease. Nothing loosens there. Near the inner post, a speaking tube rises through the floor by the wall. Its brass mouthpiece shines beside a hand-painted label. No message enters it. A bell hammer rests above the tube on a narrow arm. The arm stays still. No strike follows from below. At the foot of the upper stair, a door of thick glass leads toward the lantern deck. The latch lies flat against the frame. No hand takes it up. Through the pane, lens shadows move across the wall in patient bands. Red, then pale, then dark again. Nothing begins. Nothing ends. The lighthouse gear room keeps its late arrangement above the black cliffs. Oily, above while the sea works at the rocks below. At the floor hatch, iron bolts sit around a square of darker boards. The seam shows old paint at the edges. No key fits there. A chalk number remains near the hinge in one thin white line. Half of it has worn away. No boot smears the rest. Near the back locker, a coil of signal flags sits in a wooden drawer left open by a hand's width. Blue, white, and red cloth show in folded layers. No code is chosen there. A folded rag hangs over the drawer edge. Its corner points toward the floor. Nothing lifts it free tonight. At the final stair post, paint has worn away where hands once passed in storms. Bare metal shows through in a narrow shine. No grip closes there now. The west pane keeps its strip of black water and buoy light. The tower stays warm around the lamp. Morning has not reached the cliffs yet. Above that stair post, the glass door keeps its latch against the frame. Red light passes once across it, then shadow again. At the first turn above, the wall narrows beside the lens housing. Warm metal air drifts down the stairwell. No voice comes with it. Inside the lantern chamber, lens rings stand around the lamp. Their polished edges catch red and gold by turns. No hand touches them. A brass plaque sits below the nearest segment. The numbers stay sharp. No cloth passes over them tonight. At the service rail, a can of wick ash rests beside a folded apron. Gray dust lies along the lid seam. Nothing tips there. A glass bottle of cleaning spirit stands near the post with its cork in place. The label has browned at one edge. No cap is lifted. Beyond the lantern glass, the sea keeps its black width around the tower. Foam shows at the rock line far below, then leaves the cliff dark again. Out toward the reef, the buoy returns to its patient blink. 1 point, then none, then one again. Near the turning bed, rollers sit below the lens carriage in a circular track. Grease has darkened the metal. Nothing sticks there. The mechanism keeps its slow, unseen duty through the wall and floor. The room does not rush it. The tower does not speak of it. At the narrow shelf, a log of lamp trims rests under a brass weight shaped like an anchor. Dates and times run down the page. No new entry is made. A square folded blotter lies beneath the corner. Its edge has curled toward the lamp. No finger flattens it down. Along the outer curve, salt has dried in pale grains near the lower glazing bars. The lines show white, then fade. A bolt head at the west side holds a ring of green. The color stays close to the metal. Nothing brightens it there. From below, the gear room sends one soft iron answer through the shaft. Brief, then quiet again. The lens goes on with its patient turn. The red wash comes back over the stair glass, then leaves it. Near the north pane, a gull feather lies against the sill, gray at the tip, white at the base. It must have come in on some earlier day. It stays where it fell. No draft moves it now. The seaside of the glass gives back only darkness between the slow returns of the light. Rock, foam, black water. Farther out, the buoy keeps time with nothing in the chamber. No ship horn answers. No second lamp joins the line. At the inner post, a brass speaking tube ends. Its mouthpiece reflects the lamp in a narrow oval. No message comes below. A tiny bell sits above it on a short, bent arm. Its hammer hangs clear. It does not strike tonight. On the maintenance stool, a pair of gloves lies beside a strip of lens cloth. The fingertips show dark marks. Nothing lifts them. The cloth stays folded in 4 narrow layers. Its edges line up by the grain. No hand breaks the square. At the lamp housing, heat softens the air nearest the center. Outside that ring, the chamber keeps its colder breath. The two kinds of air do not mix fast. They sit one around the other. Warm near brass, cold near the panes. From the cliffside, another low wash of sea sound reaches the tower stone. Longer this time, still distant. The chamber takes it in. The light continues its sweep. The glass goes on holding the night outside. At the service rail, one brass screw has been left beside the folded cloth. It keeps a small spark. No hand returns for it. At the final pane, the buoy returns once more beyond the reef. The gull feather waits at the sill. The storm card stays shut behind cracked plastic. Below, the gear room keeps its lamp and tools. Above, the lens keeps its turn. Morning has not reached the sea yet.